Now we have Alissa Santana from management at UW-Whitewater presenting on the distinctiveness of marketing and fundraising to Latinx arts organizations. Thank you. You may begin.
Growing up, I have witnessed my mother, a Latinx owner of a nonprofit theater company, be forced to make a multitude of sacrifices in order for a company to survive. Seeing firsthand the struggles she has had to face has inclined me to further explore as to what has been causing these drawbacks. Hi, my name is Alissa Santana, and I'm a senior that recently graduated from the University of Wisconsin-Whitewater with a major in management and a minor in arts management. The sacrifices that not only my mother, but other nonprofit organizations have had to make are a result of the lack of resources and research on how to market to specific communities like the Latinx community. As this community has been looked upon as another source of revenue, many organizations do not know how to gain support from this community, and due to the scarcity of resources, it has had a significant negative impact on the funding that is received by these organizations. These major issues have led me to conduct semi-structured interviews with foundation program officers and arts administrators from theater companies and museums in an attempt to understand their distinct marketing and fundraising practices. Through these interviews, I want to discover some of the barriers and successes that these organizations face, in addition to seeing what foundations look for when releasing their money and how nonprofits can create a sustainable flow of funding. Eventually, my goal is to create a development toolkit for these organizations that do not have the time, resources, or staffing to hire for their marketing, fundraising, or research departments. This toolkit will allow for these nonprofits to reach the Latinx community and to people of color because minorities are becoming the majority, and it is important that that is recognized. In addition, this toolkit will provide valuable information such as research on grants, diversifying funding portfolios, and creating development, marketing, and fundraising plans that will essentially mitigate the sacrifices that these organizations would have to make. As this research explores culturally responsive practices, my hope is to discover and foster the ideas around diverse cultural contexts that elevate, support, and change how nonprofits function for the sustainability of their futures. I strive to be a strong advocate for my community and to promote diversity so that I could serve other nonprofit organizations like my mother's that have had such a consequential impact on my life. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Alissa. Questions from the judges?
I think it's awesome that your experience and your mother's experience has stimulated you to go down this pathway. What's the best advice you can give your mother today?
Well, now conducting this research, I guess the best advice I would give my mother would be to just, I guess, connect with other organizations and connect with other Latinx and just organizations that serve people of color to come together and to share those resources that they have or the resources that they don't have and want to learn. Because that is one thing that I've learned doing this research is that all these organizations are as small as it is. So by coming together, they can really have an impact.